I've noticed it like going out with my family, my brothers and my nephews, my cousins, and I'm turning heads. I'm like getting more noticing like waves and smiles and than I've ever got before. I mean, normally it would just like in past, but it's great. I mean, I've never experienced anything like this before.
All right, guys, I'm with my client Diego over here. He's been with me for a little over a month now. His goal was pretty much he wanted to lose weight. He tried other coaches. He came up to me. He's like, "Yo, I need help. I need help with this. I'm stuck in a plateau. I don't know what to do." And I'm like, "This is exactly what you should do. This, and that." But I'm gonna just let him say hello, introduce yourself, say hi.
Hello, my name is Diego. I've been working with Ben for a little bit over a month, almost 2 months actually. But it's been great. I've learned a lot, and excited to see how much more we can do and how much more I can progress. I've definitely seen a lot of changes and had a lot of good experiences. So
Yep. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's only going up from here. You've been an amazing client. In the beginning, I remember we started with 2,000 steps a day, no protein. It was very rough start, but you knew what you had to do. So now, 10K steps every day. If you're not hitting 10K steps, you're making up for it the next day. Protein done, macros in, gym in. Everything is going out great. It's amazing. We're on a straight path up. There's going to be some ups and downs. There has been some ups and downs, but for now, it's only looking up. It's looking amazing. So I just had a question for you, bro. Have you ever been in other fitness programs before?
oh yeah, I mean, I've tried it since probably after I graduated high school because in high school, your coaches, they they basically it's like military. I mean, they tell you exactly what to eat, exactly what to do, and they make sure that you're. And then once you get on your own after high school, you basically you have to do it on your own. You decide to make the choices your own. And so I tried to get into different types of plans, different type of diet plans, and you name it. I mean, there was like martial arts, and it was all self motivated. I tried doing uh, weightlifting. I tried doing like the yoga plans, and it just they were just like, buy the plan, buy the diet plan, and download an app, and you're good to go. And I felt like it was just for the sale, like it was just to make another sale. I didn't. I mean, I learned some stuff, but I didn't really learn anything, and there was no real challenge. There was no real advance. And now that I've been working one on one with Ben, I mean, seriously, I've got so much energy and so much more focus, and everybody around me sees it. My family sees it. My coworkers are seeing it, and they're even giving me compliments. And I've noticed it like going out with my family, my brothers and my nephews, my cousins, and I'm turning heads. I'm like getting more noticing like waves and smiles and than I've ever got before. I mean, normally it would just like in past thing, but it's great. I mean, I've never experienced anything like this before. I mean, in the past, it's always just been about, like follow this diet plan, follow these exercises, it's all in the app. Just do whatever's in the app. And I couldn't like I would try it myself. I tried to force myself a few times and then I would just be like, nah, I don't know how what I'm doing. I'm gonna mess this up. I don't know what I'm doing. So I would just let it go. But, yeah, no, when I've been working with Ben, like, it's a daily. It's like a daily. It's not just a routine, but it's like a new way of life, a new way of living. Like actually watching the nutrients that I'm taking in, the protein is so important. I mean, if I don't have the important, I'm like I've got these cravings. Like I want to eat like junk that I've never had cravings before. Like I don't really eat fast food and I don't really want candy. But if I don't follow the routine and I'm not sticking to it and I kind of cheat a little bit, then I it's undoing my own work, my own self. So I mean, sticking to it and doing what's right. I mean, you actually have more support by doing that. And then if I do feel like I'm gonna cheat or I'm gonna like go, eat a bunch of fries and a bunch of onion rings or something that I let Ben know and he's like, nah, he's like, eat something protein, eat some, eat some protein, you'll get full, and it works. It actually works. Like I eat some protein and I'm not hungry anymore. It curbs the cravings, and I'm just like, wow, like this is exactly where I should be. And I'm noticing the changes, like in my clothes fit better. I have way more energy. Like when I first went into the gym, I felt really uncoordinated, unbalanced, and I thought I was gonna fall over. Like I didn't really know, like, how do I stand? How do I hold the weights? How do I lower them? And I just felt like a mess. But keeping at it and watching, uh, I mean, Ben does the exercises too, so you could see him like actually perform the exercises. So if I've got questions on it, I watch what he does. I also watch what the videos are, and by practicing, by going to the gym, by actually doing the exercises, it gets easier. So then I have more confidence. And actually, I've noticed dudes, like, they try to mimic the way that I walk through the gym. They're acting like I'm puffing my chest out. I'm walking with my arms out, and I'm not. I'm not even doing any of that. But that's just that they're like, oh, he's walking by, and they like stick their chest out. They put their arms up. I'm just like, no, I'm naturally changing. Like that's just how my body is, and I'm not even trying to like show off or anything. But that's just it's funny. It's just like you notice these things about the other people around you, and it's just because consistency and discipline, and making the sacrifices to actually make the time to go in there, make it a top priority to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Yeah. 100% agree. 100%. I'm gonna break that down real quick. So in the beginning, you were talking about one-on-one coaching. You were talking about how they just threw you on the app. They wouldn't respond to you. They just told you that whatever questions you had, just use the app to figure it out. And honestly, that's what a lot of coaches do. They just try to money grab you. They're all there for the money for that sale. They're not trying to actually do the one-on-one like they said they would. And they just throw you on the app. And then they take the money and they dip. They're like, you know what? You got a question? Go to the app. I'm not answering it. And that's wrong. Me and Diego, we talk all the time. He has a question, he talks to me, snaps me a video on form wise, and I explain to him what he should be doing. Or if it's a protein question, or if it's something else, supplement question, he always has my phone number. We always talk. We have weekly calls like this all the time where we just talk, we just chill. We're just trying to see who we are because I'm not trying to be only his coach. I'm trying to get to know who he is, and I want to know who I am too. Like it's not only a coach connection, but it's a more friendly, approachable connection because now both of us are comfortable with each other to the point where we could talk about whatever we want to talk about. And it just makes it easier, not only motivationally, but also accountability. Because if I was just that coach that you feared and I told you this, you would be more inclined to actually not do it because you know what? I don't like this guy. I paid for him, so might as well get my money's worth, but I don't really want to listen to him like that. He's not really someone that I want to listen to. But now that I'm friendly with him, I like Diego. I'm assuming he likes me, maybe. I don't know. But but now we can talk to each other, we're chill with each other, we push each other to go forward, to go ahead, like in steps, like in protein. And like you said before, with your family and other people noticing your changes and how you're looking way better. That's what consistency entails. Because you're doing the right programs that I gave you, you're doing the diet, but I can't do it for you. You're the one who has to do it. And seeing this progress with not only people coming up to you, but with how you look, it's insane. And that only comes from how you done it. So I have another question for you. What problems were you facing before you came to work with me? Like, what was your struggle? What were you struggling?
So I didn't really have the background knowledge about everything. I mean, I kind of heard, like, bits and pieces, like protein's really good, long lasting carbs are really good. And I had no idea, like I would eat a salad. I had no idea how many calories was in it. I didn't even know like any of the macros of it. And I would just eat a salad, and then I would eat oatmeal, and I'd have a protein bar, but I had no idea how many calories were in it and how much actual protein was in it and how much protein I actually needed for my body. And now I know. Now it's like night and day, because before I was just like, okay, yeah, this is good. Oh yeah, maybe I'll try this. And okay, yeah, I've heard some stuff about this. And I would just, taking a shot in the dark, and then it just wasn't getting me any real results. I mean, I actually started getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then I was like, okay, I'm trying to like basically punish myself. And I see everybody else was like eating wings for lunch and eating pizzas for dinner. And for breakfast, they'd have like tons of bacon and sausage patties and biscuits and scrambled eggs and hash browns and gigantic cups of coffee. So I started doing that, and I started to get really, really, really big, and I was like, no, I got to do something. This is not the path that I want to be on. Like, it's just like there needs to be some education portion of it, and there needs to be some motivation portion of it, and there needs to be encouragement and an actual lesson learned. Because just teaching myself and just trying to like throw like you'd be like turning the lights off and trying to throw a dart at a dartboard. You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna be able to make it. And so now that I have like an actual structure, actual plan, actual diet, and I've got questions I can actually ask someone and they'll respond. Because with the other plans, I would send a message and they might have read it, but they don't reply. And or they'd say just like go check it out and see find the answers. And excuse me, there it's in the app. I had no idea. Like I just it was very discouraging and it was hard to stick with it, hard to stay motivated in that type of an environment. But I mean now like cause like it's totally yeah, that was my biggest problem was like I knew what I wanted and I knew kind of how to get there, but still there's so many other variables involved and there's so many more questions that the questions you didn't even know you needed to ask. Like I didn't even know. Like I just was like, okay, eat healthy. What does healthy mean? I don't know, but eat healthy and then at workout, like, okay, what is an actual workout? I don't know. It was like maybe shoulders and arms and legs and abs and like I don't know. Like now I have like a very structured and it's a hardcore workout. Like making my muscles sore, making them grow, and yeah, just it's just the beginning, and I just can't even wait like to see where we're gonna go after this.
Yep, 100%. It is just the beginning. You're right. 2 months, we've seen already a lot of progress. Not even 2 months. It's been a month and like a week or two. We've seen so much progress already. Like, and especially the biggest thing is for you, the scale hasn't moved as much as we'd expected. But what happened? The progress pics, it's night and day. From a month ago versus today, the progress pics are night and day. You could see how much fat you lost, and you can see how much loose skin you have due to the fact you lost so much fat. It's crazy because a lot of people get discouraged. They look at the scale every single day. Sometimes it goes up in weight, and they're like, "Why? Why is it going up? What am I doing wrong?" And then they'll eat less, and then they think that eating less is gonna help them. But no, that's not always right. Sometimes it could be water weight that's making it go up, or it could be some other factor that's making it go up while you're still losing fat. So you're still doing it right, but you're still looking at the scale thinking that it has every answer possible. But it doesn't see weight gain or fat loss. It doesn't see muscle gain. It doesn't see any of those other variables. It only sees how much you weigh at that moment, which isn't everything. That doesn't matter every single time. How much you weigh at that day, how much you weigh at the end of the week. It matters how you look at the end of the week. And that's why I tell all my clients, progress pics, progress pics, progress pics. Even if you don't like how you look that day, trust me, 3 to 6 months from now, you will look completely different. And since you see yourself every single day, you won't notice that difference until you see a picture of how you looked 3 to 6 months before. And once you see that, you're like, holy shit, crazy difference, unbelievable difference. That's why progress pics are so important and why the scale shouldn't be looked at and cared about as much as it is. But I had another question for you, bro. What made you actually choose me specifically over these other coaches? Because there's so many other coaches, and I'm sure you've had these other coaches. But what made you choose me? Why me?
That's a good question. I was actually I wanted to tell you in one of our one-on-ones, but I might have started to, but I don't think I ever did. Um one of the things that stood out more than anything else was that in one of your videos you were talking and it always seems like every other coach will just give you like a little piece of the information or a little piece of it. They try to draw you in and then they just leave you. But in your video, you went from the beginning to the middle to the end. And then you were like, and if you want, I can be your coach. And I was like, whoa, no one's ever done that. No one's ever explained it 100%, like full disclosure, the way he did. And I was like, he knows what he's doing. He actually can explain it pure and simple. And I was like, okay, this guy can do it. This guy knows. Like the other ones, they kind of just give you a little piece of information and keep you guessing, and that's kind of like their bait to get you in and to buy their plan, and then they just leave you. So I mean, that's I was like, no, he's explain it. He's gonna teach you, and he's gonna be with you to be your coach. And I was like, man, I gotta reach out, see if this guy is a real coach. be able to provide the plan, if he's going to be able to help me with my diet. And from day one, like you've been there every single day. I've been blown away. I was like, man, this guy, like, where does he get his energy? Like, what is in his coffee? Like, he's got so much energy. Like, I was like, he doesn't give up, and he's always there. He's always pushing me, always saying, get your steps and make sure you eat your protein and eat healthy. And he knows everything that I eat, and he knows exactly how much sleep I'm getting, and actually how many steps I'm doing. So he's there. He's one on. He's the real deal. I mean, and see, that was the question you asked me: why you over anyone else? I mean, I did pick other coaches before you. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I did pick other coaches, but I had never seen any of your videos, any of your information out there. So it just by chance, just by like I was going through, I was scrolling, I was looking at like different coaches online, what they offer and how do they explain things. And yeah, like I mentioned earlier, like I have tried to work with other coaches. They get you in, they get you a plan, they get you on the app, they get you your diet plan, and then they just leave you. But working with you, like, no, like I get all my questions answered. I get all the help that I need, and that's like night and day. There's no other coach like you out there. Like, seriously, like I don't even know where you get your energy, because you've got so much energy, good energy.
Man, I really appreciate that. Actually, like genuinely, like I'm growing. I'm also growing while you're growing as well. I'm also trying to get as much information as possible because sometimes people have questions for me that I didn't even think about. I didn't even like when you asked me about the Stairmaster. Why can't I do Stairmaster? Why should I do treadmill? Like you said, I didn't even think about that. I had no idea. So I searched it up and I saw that Stairmaster not only does it work your legs more, but you're already doing two leg days a week. It also burns more calories instead of me wanting to put you in that fat burn zone on the treadmill with a slower pace, slower BPM, slower heart rate to actually burn that fat. But that was a great question. And you're not the only person growing. It's also me growing. And I love that we're both growing together. We're both getting up there. We're both showing the energy because it's not like you're giving up or if you did 5K steps that day, you're like, okay, I'll do 10K the next day. Nah, you're also showing effort, showing energy, putting in the work, making up for days where you didn't hit that goal. And you're hitting 15K steps, 17K steps. One day you hit 30K steps. I don't even know how. I don't even know how. I went to Japan one time. I walked all day and I barely hit 30K steps. I don't know how you hit 30K, but insane, unbelievable to me. Unbelievable. And I love your energy. I love how you're ready to put in the work. You're ready to put in that focus and you know what you need to do to get shit done. I love that. But I had a question for you. A lot of people have tried coaches just like you. They put them on the app, they failed them. A lot of people would just give up after that. Why should they trust you? Why should I trust a coach anymore? Why did you decide that you needed a coach instead of just giving up, thinking that old coaches were scammers?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, they call it the ROI, the return on the investment. And so I said, okay, if I'm going to be committed and I'm going to actually get my money's worth out of this investment, let's try to do everything perfect. Let's try and be 100% committed. So I did. And I was like, let's just see how far I can go. And even within like the first 2 or 3 days, bro, like I start to see the ROI. Like my focus was clearer. I had less like brain fog. Oh my gosh. Like before I started dieting and exercising, I would wake up like at least 2 or 3 times a night. Just wake up and then go back to sleep and wake up, and then I couldn't fall back to sleep and then fall back to sleep. But now, like with the right proper water, the right proper diet, the right proper exercises, I sleep solid. I sleep like a baby. Like I get like 7 or 8 hours, full, solid, quality hours. And and my days are way better after that. Like I have way more energy in the morning. I have way more focus. Like my meetings are going better at work and my mood's changing. Like I used to be like grumpy and grouchy and tired, but now it's like and from not only that, so like the first 3 days I saw that, and it's just been getting better and better and better and better. And I'm just like, "You know what? This is the ROI that I was expecting," because you're saying, I mean, I would agree, like if I didn't see any type of like real results in the first 2 or 3 days, I'd probably be like, "Nah, this isn't gonna work, it's too much work and I can't really do all this. I can't really get that invested, that committed." But from day one, I mean, I started to see the results. I mean, I started to see actual changes in my life, actual visible results that you can actually see. Like not just the mentality, the clarity of it, not just the mood changes. Like I wasn't grouchy or tired anymore. Like I was in a better mood and I had more energy to get what I need to get done. But like my strength, because now you can like jump up, you can get things done, you can move around. Like he was moving around like a little old man. I was like, oh, like grumping and grouchy and like I don't want to go do this, and oh, I can't believe I have to go do this. Now I just pop up. I'm like, okay, let's get this done. Let's go do this. Let's go. And and it's just like I'm moving faster than the people in my work that are like 19 and 20 years old, and they should be moving faster, but they're exhausted. By 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, they're ready just to, call it a day. They're done. And I'm just like, okay, what else can we do? Like, let's go. We've got so much more to do. We can get more done. And it's because of the diet and the exercise and the sleeping better. Like all of that was noticeable from the beginning, from the start, and that's why I've stuck with it. I mean, I can't even imagine like how much further and how much we're gonna see, like the progress that we're visibly seeing, the visible results now. Like I can't dream about like what it's gonna get to be like in a few more months.
Exactly. Exactly. You've seen the little taste now. Just wait till we get to 6 months, 9 months. Once we get to a year, we're getting you to your goal. Your goal was to see abs, right? Why is that goal so important to you? Why do you want to see abs so badly?
Well, I've almost seen abs. Like I used to be a runner in high school, and I could get on average when I was in cross country, we'd run 6 to 10 miles a day, and we could eat whatever we wanted because we would just burn it off during practice, and we were always weightlifting. And in track, like I could get a 2 minute and 30 second 800 meters, which was killer fast. I mean, my legs were just flying and I almost got abs. Like it could almost see them. I got like a 2 pack and not a 6 pack. But that's just the goal that I've always wanted. And I'm like, you know what? It is proper nutrition. It's all in the diet. 80% diet, 20% in the gym. And so like how do I get that structure? How do I get on the right path to have a good clean diet so that I can actually see abs? It's a combination of both, and it really is a life-changing experience. So I mean that's been my goal, is like I've always wanted to have abs. I think like it's not like really an ego thing, because I mean I won't walk around with no shirt on. I'm not gonna do that, but it has just always been a goal, like forever, like to just have abs. So I mean, now that I know I'm on the right path, now I know I can get there. Like I'm just gonna keep going. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep sticking with it and do it until I get my goal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. We're gonna get you to your goal. I promise you. Because again, it's been like a month and something. I already see so much weight loss. Unbelievable weight loss. All that loose skin that you were complaining about. And I was like, why are you complaining? That's a trophy right there. That shows that you're putting in the hard work. All the hard work that you put in is right there in that loose skin. All of that. That's fat gone from your body that you put in that hard work to lose every single day. The steps that you took, the protein you took, the macros you tracked, every single thing that you've done since we started is working. And we're only gonna go up from here. I promise you, I'm gonna make you see abs. Promise you. Promise you. 100%. But did you have anything else to say? Because that's pretty much everything.
Nah, I mean, I think as long as we don't wear Ben out, like I love the guy. He's got so much attention to detail. Like he sees things that I was like, maybe he won't notice this, but he notices everything. So I was like, I think if you guys can, I would recommend if get with Ben and get with his plan, and he's gonna help you reach your goals, reach your goals.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Well, it was great talking to you, Diego. We're gonna talk. It doesn't mean we talk every single day, so it's fine. I'll just text you, and we're gonna have our call next week. But it was great talking to you. Always, we're gonna get you guys see abs soon, bro. I promise you. All right, man. All right, man. Goodbye, bro.